हेलो नमस्कार, आप सभी का स्वागत है एनसीईआरटी के इस लाइव इंटरैक्टिव सेशन में। आप हमें देख रहे हैं eVidya चैनल नंबर 6 पर और इसके साथ हमारे आधिकारिक यूट्यूब चैनल ncertofficial ऑफिशियल के माध्यम से भी आप हमसे जुड़े हैं। बच्चों, कक्षा 6 के बच्चों के लिए ये मैथमेटिक्स का सत्र रहेगा और मैं सृजन राजपूत आपके साथ इस सत्र में रहूँगी। और हमारे साथ मैथमेटिक्स का ये जो सत्र लेकर जुड़ी है मैम, आपका परिचय दे दें। आप हैं स्वर्णलता शर्मा मैम, प्रेसिडेंट अवार्डी टीचर हैं, आप सम्मानित हैं और प्रेसिडेंट अवार्ड से। इसके साथ आप मदर मैरी स्कूल में टीजीटी मैथमेटिक्स हैं। मैम, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
थैंक यू सृजन। हेलो व्यूअर्स।
बच्चों, मैम के साथ आज जानेंगे टॉपिक नोइंग अवर नंबर्स पार्ट 4, क्योंकि पार्ट 3 में जो हमने नंबर्स के बारे में बहुत कुछ जाना कि नंबर्स को कैसे हमें उसको अरेंज करना है, ये तो बेटर मैम आपको बताएंगे कि अभी तक आप क्या क्या सीख चुके हैं। लेकिन आज हम पढ़ने वाले हैं एस्टिमेट करना। आई एम श्योर एस्टिमेट तो आप ज़रूर करते होंगे ना। मम्मी ने आपको 50 रुपीज़ दिए हैं और कहा है कि आप 5 रुपये का धनिया ले आना, 10 रुपये की चॉकलेट भी ले आना, उसके बाद एक ब्रेड लाना और हो सके तो घर के लिए एक साबुन ले आना। तो आपने एस्टिमेट किया कि इस बीच मेरे लिए पर्सनल कितने रुपए बचने वाले हैं। आई एम श्योर ऐसे एस्टिमेट आप करते हैं और इसे बेटर करने के लिए हमारा आज का सत्र आपको ज़रूर देखना है और देखते देखते मन में कोई भी प्रश्न आए तो आपको उसे हमसे शेयर भी ज़रूर करना है। आप हमें कॉल कर सकते हैं, हमारा नंबर आपकी स्क्रीन पर फ्लैश हो रहा है, ये है 8800440559। या फिर बच्चों, आप अपनी कोई भी क्वेरी, कोई भी सजेशन हमें लिख कर भेज सकते हैं dth.classes6@ciet.nic.in पर। सबसे तेज़ तरीका है यूट्यूब का लाइव चैट बॉक्स, वहाँ लिखकर आप अपना कमेंट करके अपना प्रश्न हमसे पूछ सकते हैं। तो स्वर्णलता मैम से कनेक्ट करते हैं और अपने सेशन में, मैथमेटिक्स के सेशन में जानते हैं कि हम क्या एस्टिमेट करें मैम अपने नंबर्स को जानते हुए। एज टॉपिक इज नोइंग अवर नंबर्स।
यस सृजन, अभी तक बच्चे सीख चुके हैं हाउ टू राइट लार्ज नंबर्स, हाउ टू एक्सप्रेस देम इन इंडियन सिस्टम ऑफ न्यूमरेशन, हाउ टू एक्सप्रेस देम इन इंटरनेशनल सिस्टम ऑफ न्यूमरेशन। बहुत कुछ बच्चों ने सीखा है, असेंडिंग ऑर्डर, डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर एंड मेनी अदर थिंग्स। टुडे दे विल लर्न द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ एस्टिमेशन। ठीक है, एस्टिमेशन क्या होता है, हमारे जीवन में एस्टिमेशन कहाँ कहाँ काम आता है। इनफैक्ट टू टेल यू द ट्रूथ, एवरी टाइम वी एस्टिमेट, कभी हम टाइम एस्टिमेट करते हैं, कभी हम मनी एस्टिमेट करते हैं, कभी हम डिस्टेंस एस्टिमेट करते हैं, है ना। तो लेट्स सी एंड लेट्स बिगिन। वी विल बी डूइंग चिल्ड्रन, you know, there are many situations where we need to find answers more quickly. For example, when you go to a fair or to the market, you find a variety of attractive things which you want to buy. You need to quickly decide what you can buy. So, you need to estimate the amount you need. It is the sum of the prices of things that you want to buy, isn't it? So, we have an estimation concept. Estimation is a process of finding an estimate or approximation which is a value that can be used for some purpose, even if input data may be incomplete, uncertain or unstable, right? So, let's look into this. Estimation helps us in knowing the quantity of work, labor, materials and funds that will be required for the entire project, thus enabling us to be prepared beforehand. So, estimation helps us in smoother execution of the project, right children? So, where do we approximate? Imagine a big celebration at your home. The first thing you do is to find out roughly how many guests may visit you. It may be a birthday party. Can you get an idea of the exact number of visitors? It is practically impossible because some of them may not turn up or some of them may bring their younger sisters and brothers, right?
Yes.
So, we can only approximate, and the finance minister of our country, he presents a budget annually. The minister provides plan for certain amount under the head education. Can the amount be absolutely accurate?
No.
It can only be a reasonably good estimate of the expenditure the country needs for education during the year, right? Yes Srijan, you are right. And we must remember that the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4 are nearer to 0 than to 10. So, we round off 1, 2, 3 and 4 as 0. and numbers 6, 7, 8, 9 are nearer to 10, so we round them off to 10. These are just simple rules. We will be doing quite a few examples to understand them perfectly. Number 5 is equidistant from both 0 and 10. It is a common practice to round it off as 10, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Now, see, there are no rigid rules when we want to estimate the outcomes of numbers. The procedure depends on the degree of accuracy required and how quickly the estimate is needed. The most important thing is how sensible the guessed answer would be. Okay? So, the general rule that we can make is therefore round off each factor to its greatest place, then multiply the rounded off factors in case of multiplication. The general rule for rounding is, if the number you are rounding is followed by 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9, round the number up.
Okay.
Example, 38 rounded to the nearest 10 is 40 because it is nearer to 40 than 30, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
And if the number you are rounding is followed by 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4, that is below 5, and round the number down. Example, 33 is rounded off to nearest 10, that is 30. Okay. Now children, we have for example 341 rounded to the nearest 100 is 300. Okay. This is because 341 is closer in value to 300 than to 400. Okay. When rounding a number, you first need to ask, what are you rounding it to? Numbers can be rounded to the nearest 10, nearest 100, the nearest 1000 and so on. Okay. We will do some questions. Consider the number 4827. Look at 4827. This can be rounded to the nearest 10, that is 4830. Right?
Got it.
And suppose you have to round it off to 100, it can be rounded off to 4800. Okay? And same number 4827 rounded to the nearest 1000 will be 5000. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I think you understand, you are getting some idea about estimation and how you have to round off to the numbers. There are some more examples. See, 34 can be rounded to the nearest 10, that will be 30. Right? So, here all the numbers to the right of the place you are rounding to becomes 0. Jaise 6809 rounded to the nearest 1000 is 6800. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Other places will become 0. 1951 rounded to the nearest 1000 is 2000. Okay? So, children, let us check if the following rounding off to the nearest hundreds is correct or not. 4537 to 9537 to 9500. Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
Yes, very good. 2546 to 2500. Yes?
Okay. Yes, correct.
Now, 168 to 200. Okay, because it is more than 150, so Srijan, it will go towards 200, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, it is 286. Can it be rounded off to 200?
No.
Yes, you are right. It has to be rounded off to 300, isn't it? It is nearer to 300. Good. 149 to 100? No. Okay. Here we have 49,730 to 49,700. It's correct. And 5,750 to 5,800 because it is near to 5,800. Likewise, 9,870 to 9,800. See, this one is not correct, and 841 to 800. Yes,
Correct.
it's correct. Now, see children, we have some worksheets for you. Let us do them so that we understand the concept perfectly. We have here round each of the following numbers to the nearest 10.
बच्चों, आप अपनी अपर कैमरे से देख सकते हैं कि मैम आपको शीट्स पर कुछ दिखाने जा रही हैं.
Yes, we have 53 children. ठीक है, हमें राउंड ऑफ करना है each of the numbers to the nearest 10. ठीक है, हम यूनिट की प्लेस देखेंगे. This unit place is 3. You know 3 is less than 5? Yes, Srijan, so what do? We will make it 0 and the number will become 50. Approximation will be 50.
Yes, ma'am.
Same here, 287. Here 7 is greater than 5, right? So what will happen? I will increase 1 to the previous number, and the number will be rounded off to 290. Okay, children, and 2045. Here 5, it is equidistant from 0 as well as 10, na? It is in between. So what do we do? See, 5 is equal to 5. Okay, so what do we do is, this number will become 0 and I add 1 to the previous number. So this will become 2050. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let us see the next question. Round each of the following numbers to the nearest 100. In this, we will look into the tens place. 648. I can see that 4 is less than 5. Yes. So what will I do? I will make the two numbers 0 here, and my rounding off will become 600. Alright. Here I have got 2356. I will look into the digit at tens place, children. Okay? So 5 is equal to 5. Okay. So what I need to do? I will make these two zeros, units place and tens place, and 1 I will increase in the hundreds place, and my approximation will become 2400.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear? Very good. Now we have 13,768, children. Here, what is the digit at tens place?
6.
It is 6. Okay. 6 is obviously greater than 5. Yes. Okay. So what I should do? I must make these two digits as 0, units place and tens place, and 1 to the previous number I will add. So it will become 8 here, and 13 remains as it is. So 13,800 is the approximation, or after rounding off we get this number. Okay, when we have rounded off to the nearest 100. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let us look into one more beautiful worksheet here, children, for you. We have round each of the following numbers to the nearest 1000. Here, Srijan, we will look into the digit at hundreds place.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I hope you are noticing the difference. When we were rounding off to nearest 10, we saw ones place. When we did it to the nearest 100, we saw tens place. And now when we are rounding it to the nearest 1000, we are looking into hundreds place.
Okay.
Okay. Now 4 is less than 5. Yes, very good. So what will I do? I will make all the digits 0 from 100. Units, tens, hundreds. And 1 I will add to the, no, it is less. Less means the number becomes 5000 only. Okay. Here, if it is greater, in this case, 8 is greater than 5. Isn't it? Hundreds place, 8 is greater than 5. Here the two units place and tens place will be 0, and hundreds place also is 0, and 1 is added to the previous number. So this becomes 7000. If the number is greater than 5, we add 1 to the previous number in the thousands place. Okay.
Yes.
Here let us look into this. 3 happens to be less than 5, children. Okay. So we have units place, tens place, hundreds place as 0, and this will remain as it is, 4 and 1. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you have 6 here, children. 6 is greater than 5. Okay. So units place is 0, tens place is 0, hundreds place is 0, and now I will add 1 to the previous digit. So that is 3 plus 1, 4, and number here, this 2 remains as it is. So it is 24,000 is the number obtained after rounding it off to the nearest 1000. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Now we have, children, suppose we have estimating sum. How do we do it? These are only numbers. Now suppose I am having two numbers and I have to add them. How will I do the correct estimation? Okay, so estimate the sum of, we have a number here, 5679 plus 12,345. Look into the steps. Find the smaller number. Which is the smaller number out of 2? Obviously 5679 is less than 12,345. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
As the smaller number has 4 digits, you have to round off both the numbers to the nearest 1000. Okay, this you must take care. In the step 2, 12,345. When I round it off to the nearest thousand, how much it will be? It will be 12,000. See, these numbers will become 0 and this will become 12.
Yes,
so,
ma'am.
it is rounded off to 12,000. Okay. And what about 5,679? It is rounded off to the nearest thousand. You know, here 6 is greater than 5. So, I will add what a greater number, no? So, you have 6,000. 1 is added to the thousands place. So, it is 6,000.
Yes, ma'am.
All the other digits will become 0. Now, estimated sum will be how much? Srijan, we will add 6,000 to 12,000.
Yes, ma'am.
It will be 18,000. Now, Srijan, let us check this. How do you check whether our estimation is correct or not? Okay, children. Now, actual sum is 5,679 plus 12,345. If I add, I get 18,024. Alright.
Yes, ma'am.
And after estimating, what was my sum? It was 18,000. So, as the estimated sum is close to the actual sum, our estimate is correct.
Correct.
Alright.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Now, let us look into estimating the difference. Alright, how do we do it? Estimate the difference of, here we have 2,18,567 minus 53,204. Okay, we round off both the numbers to the nearest 10,000. We can see here it becomes, see these 4 numbers, we have 8 is greater than 5. So, 1 is added to the previous number, it becomes 2,20,000. Okay, children. Then you have 53,204. Likewise, we see here that 3 is less than 5. So, we will put all the numbers as 0 here and it is rounded off to 5,000. I hope it is clear.
Yes,
now, these two numbers I get after rounding off. What is the estimated difference? It will be 2,20,000 minus 50,000. How much it will be? 1,70,000. Okay.
Okay,
Let us check now. Actual difference is how much? It is 1,65,363. Okay. But estimated difference is how much? 1,70,000. I think they are very near to each other.
Yes, ma'am.
So, as the actual difference is close to the estimated difference, our estimate is correct. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So, I hope you understand this. Now, let us look into the estimating product or quotient. Okay? So, how do you estimate product? Suppose I have to multiply, find the product of 53 and 178. First, I will round off 53 to nearest 10. How much it will be? 50. And what about 178? It is rounded off to 200 because it is nearer to 200. Right? You can see here 7 is greater than 5. So, obviously, I will add 1 to the previous number and other digits will become 0. So, it is 200. So, estimated product obviously will become 50 into 200, that is 10,000. I hope it is clear. Okay. Now, estimate 4,968 divided by 216. Round off the dividend and the divisor to their highest places, children. 4,968, by this time I think you have understood what will be rounded off to?
5,000.
Yes, very good, 5,000. And what about 216? It will be rounded off to 200. So, what will be the estimated quotient? It will be 5,000 divided by 200, that is equal to 25. Yes?
Yes.
I hope it is clear. Now, let us look into the next question, children. Look at the screen. We have here estimate 5,290 plus 17,986. You can see on your screens, children. You find that
आप अपनी स्क्रीन पर देख सकते हैं मैम जो क्वेश्चन बता रही हैं वो आपकी स्क्रीन पर अब शो हो रहा है.
17,986 is greater than 5,290. Round off to nearest thousands. So, 17,986 is rounded off to 18,000. Is it correct, Rijan?
Yes,
and what about 5,290? It is rounded off to 5,000. So, what will be the estimated sum? It will be 23,000. Yes, it is clear? Yes. Let us look into another question. Estimate 5,673 minus 436. To begin with, we round off to thousands. Okay, 5673 rounds off to 6000, and when I consider in thousands, 436 is rounded off to 0 because it is not near to 1000. Okay,
yes,
now estimated difference will be 6000. This is not a reasonable estimate, right? So to get a closer estimate, let us try rounding off each number to hundreds. That will be a better decision, right?
Yes,
so 5673 rounds off to 5700 and 436 rounds off to 400, and estimated difference will be 5700 minus 400, that gives me 5300. Right, children?
Yes,
I hope this is clear. Yes. Now we have some questions for homework, children. You can take down. Estimate each of the following by rounding off each number to nearest hundreds. 874 plus 478. Next, 11,244 plus 3,507. Next, second question. Estimate each of the following by rounding off each number to nearest tens. 11,963 minus 9,369. Next, 76,877 minus 7,783. Question number 3. Estimate each of the following products by rounding off each number to nearest tens. 311 multiplied by 113, and B part is 3,239 multiplied by 28. So we have learned this today, so we will be practicing so that we learn the concepts correctly. Question number 4 is, the population of a town was 78,787 in the year 1991 and 95,833 in the year 2001. Estimate the increase in population by rounding off each population to nearest hundreds. Then last question here, estimate the product 758 multiplied by 6,784 using the general rule. Okay, children, I hope it is clear and you have understood the concept of estimation. Now, if Srijan, if you permit me, can we have a game for 2 minutes?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. We can take it very quickly.
Okay, fine. Look, children, here's an interesting, as we are dealing with numbers, let us try out this interesting puzzle here. Lock can be opened by entering 2-digit secret code. Okay. So there are some numbers here, can you see? Some clues are there to find the secret code of safe. Locker is there. It is greater than 20. If it is greater than 20, shall I cut off these numbers, Srijan? Yes. 5, 17, 3, 11, right? No other number is there. It is smaller than 40. Obviously, all these numbers I have is smaller than 40 except 41. Okay. Now, it is an odd number. Let me cut out the even numbers. This is an even number, that's all. Okay. Now, this is not a prime number. Not a prime number means I think 27 is not a prime number, 35 is not a prime number, and what about 39? No, it's not a prime number. Now, it has 4 factors and it has 13 as one of its factors. It is having 13 as one of its factors. I think we have here 39. 39 is not a prime number. We have, what are the factors of 39? It is 3 into 13. And what are the factors of 13? 1 and 13. So, we have 13, 1, 3 and 39. So, the number will be how much? It will be 39. This was 29 is not a prime number. So, we have okay.
Yes. सो बच्चों मुझे लग रहा है कि जो हमारा आज का टॉपिक है नोइंग नंबर आपने बहुत अच्छे से समझ लिया। अब आप घर के लिए आपका ये जो होमवर्क मैम ने आपको आपकी स्क्रीन पर शो किया था आपको वो हमें क्विकली सेंड कर देना है हमारी मेल आईडी पर। हमारी मेल आईडी है dth.class6@ciet.nic.in। आप चाहें तो अपना ये होमवर्क हमारे ऑफिशियल यूट्यूब चैनल के कमेंट बॉक्स में भी पोस्ट कर सकते हैं। मैम इस सेशन को जब भी दोबारा लेगी तो आपके करेक्ट नेम्स को जो है ना ज़रूर अपने सेशन में इंक्लूड करेंगे। एंड थैंक यू सो मच मैम।
थैंक यू यस।
बच्चों नोइंग अवर नंबर्स के जो आगे का जो मुझे लग रहा है इसमें हम एस्टिमेट लगाएं तो हमारे जो इसमें आगे चैप्टर है या टॉपिक बचेगा वो भी मैम हमारे बच्चों के लिए ज़रूर लेकर आएंगी।
श्योर।
बच्चों आपके लिए एक और ज़रूरी सूचना है, ये हमारी पाठ्य पुस्तकें जो आप शैक्षणिक स्तर 2023-2024 से संबंधित है उसके लिए है। ये सभी सेशंस के दौरान आपको बताया जाता है कि हमारे सेल्स काउंटर अक्रॉस द कंट्री काम कर रहे हैं। आप उनसे संपर्क कर सकते हैं। सभी अवकाश के दिनों में भी सुबह 9:30 से शाम 6 बजे तक ये सेल्स काउंटर बिक्री केंद्र काम करते हैं। आप नई दिल्ली, कोलकाता, अहमदाबाद, गुवाहाटी और बेंगलुरु में हमारे सेल्स काउंटर से संपर्क कर सकते हैं, या फिर आप चाहें तो अपने इन पाठ्य पुस्तकों की सॉफ्ट कॉपी या PDF वर्जन अपने मोबाइल लैपटॉप के लिए भी सेव कर सकते हैं। इसके लिए आपको विजिट करना होगा ncertbooks.ncert.gov.in को। आप ई पाठशाला, दीक्षा या फिर मोबाइल ऐप के जरिए भी इन्हें डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं, और अपडेटेड या अधिक जानकारी के लिए आपको समय समय पर ज़रूर विजिट करते रहना चाहिए NCERT की ऑफिशियल साइट जो है www.ncert.nic.in। यहाँ इस मैथमेटिक्स के सत्र से मैं सृजन राजपूत आपसे लेती हूँ अनुमति। आप हमें ज़रूर देखते रहें eVidya चैनल्स पर और हमारे ऑफिशियल यूट्यूब चैनल NCERT ऑफिशियल पर। अपना ख्याल रखें और पढ़ाई को बहुत प्यार से, ध्यान से, और मुझे लगता है मैथ्स है तो उसे इंटरेस्टिंग तरीके से करते रहें और अपने आप को और बेहतर बनाएं। नमस्कार।